7 reasons you should hire an asset manager. There may be a genuine curiosity about whether or not asset managers are essential, so here are the 7 reasons to clear all doubts. Let's get into the video now. Asset managers don't go to school to learn about the economy and markets alone, their whole lives are about investments. So it is possible for individuals interested in investing to be incredibly abreast with the subject matter. However, still, it is impossible to work an ordinary day job and still be on top of trends and the financial markets as much as the professionals. Because of this hands-on analysis and day-to-day interactions and mappings, it is a much better option to have an asset manager handle your assets. Asset managers get paid yearly, and they are not a bad investment because they earn a percentage on your assets. So if you are not earning much, they are also not going to earn much. But is the risk mitigation and maximization of profits a good enough reason to get an asset manager when you can take some time off and be your asset manager? Well, here are 7 reasons it is crucial to your assets to get an asset manager. Before we get into the list, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification button so you will never miss any of our future videos. Number 1. Guidance. The asset management zone could be all the things you did not know it could be. Sometimes only your perspective is not enough to get you through a good portfolio. The fact that you have known the concept of diversity does not ultimately hand you an asset management gold medal. The asset manager always comes to you as the devil's advocate. A good asset manager will discuss and express disagreements with your decisions if they are detrimental to your best interest. The asset manager will professionally challenge your decisions and give you literature on what you want to do. This bond is a lifetime relationship of numbers and titles. The level of guidance that is assured when you hire an asset manager is unmatched. Number 2. Educate you. An asset manager will break down critical data and explain it to you. A diversified portfolio of assets is a tough job to do, and worse, explain. A competent manager will collate all available data concerning your assets, analyze them, and then present the results to you in simple terms. Data crunching, the process of analyzing and processing voluminous data sets and coming up with easy-to-digest explanations, can only be done by your asset manager. You should entrust his task into the hands of an intelligent asset manager, else you could get confused easily. These simplified information pockets then help you make informed decisions concerning your assets and eliminate costly mistakes. Number 3. Private offerings. In private investments, there are some private offers that investment companies make to favorite asset managers. The rationale behind it is not to go public, but rather inform asset managers who they trust to find capital for the offering. The private offerings cannot be found on the public stock exchange and are not open to the general public. However, if you have access to a good asset manager with good connections, you may find that these new connections will be open to you through his connections. In most cases, these investments can outperform current market returns. These private offerings are a benefit only available to someone who hired an asset manager. Number 4. Market timers. One of the famous questions at interviews for asset managers is how well their accounts fared in the 2008 to 2009 crisis. The question has come to hold great value in asset management because so many people lost investments. However, many intelligent asset managers could make pristine decisions that went a long way to protect their clients' investment. Some also foreshadowed the market, protected the assets, and made money for their clients amid significant turbulence. So maybe this will be a guide in your interviews, but you are getting someone to manage your assets and be responsible for predicting market times. Any competent asset manager will get you out of bad times by analyzing and re-strategizing during reviews of your account. A well-rounded investment manager will often have an active investing strategy that will give them a chance to avoid significant market downturns that most ordinary investors would never see. It is that simple. The benefit of foreshadowing is available to you. Number 5. Aligned goals. You will find that if you hired the perfect asset manager for your assets, your goals are aligned with theirs. In some instances, you will find that asset managers may ask to work on a commission basis. This deal is perfect because it means the asset managers will be making money if they succeed in making money for you. On fee compensations, the asset managers still charge a percentage of your asset total per year. But again, they will make more if they made more for you. That is what you call an aligned goal. You know that the asset manager will treat your case well if they know that their income depends on how well you earn. So your goal to make more money will also be the goal of the asset manager for both of you. This way, you know that your assets are in focused hands. Number 6. Portfolio growth. The easiest and most straightforward way to grow your portfolio is to hire an asset manager. The asset manager is trained to know when and where to invest the client's money based on trends and data analysis. This mathematical ball is a language that the asset manager best understands. So instead of working by yourself and learning how to diversify in years, the asset manager will do it in months. This sharpness does not only take the burden off your shoulder, but it enriches your timelines and puts you in good standing to see improvement soon. The education and guidance that the asset manager is going to give you will not come to you quickly or by reading and making sense of blogs. Everything is predicted with a time frame and exceptions, and that is where your asset manager comes in. Number 7. One person for everything. Whether it is stock market shares, rental properties, or some other liquid assets, having an asset manager to oversee them for you is indispensable. Hiring a person to handle your assets is a must, especially if you have a hectic schedule. Having a single point person to oversee and be accountable for all your assets makes it easier for you to get on top of everything with ease. If you can have an educator, your growth expert, your market timer, and all these things in one person, then it is an excellent deal. Much better if that person isn't you, but a professional asset manager. If you have various assets scattered in many institutions and places, managing them will be stressful. The management task will take a big part of your time and working hours, and it can be quite a difficult nut to crack the situation. This time-wasting and challenging task are why it is advisable to ditch the headache and hire someone trained to handle that kind of stress and be held accountable for your portfolio. With the 7 great benefits mentioned, you should consider getting an asset manager soon to take the burden of managing assets off your shoulders. Please tell us why you hired an asset manager and what value they have added to your assets. We would also like to hear if this video has encouraged you to get an asset manager now. Finally, please share with us if you have any experiences at all at the hands of a certified and well-balanced asset manager. This brings us to the end of this video. See you next time. Bye!